All right, listen up, football fans, because today's news has just flipped the entire NFL script on its head in a stunning, almost cinematic twist that nobody could have predicted. The Dallas Cowboys have just made a move that is sending shockwaves through the football world. They have officially signed none other than Shilo Sanders. Yes, Shilo, the son of the legendary Hall of Famer, the man himself, Deion Primetime Sanders. This is not just another offseason signing. This is a culture-shifting, headline-dominating, internet-breaking moment that is rewriting the rules of how the NFL operates in 2025 and beyond. As soon as the news broke, social media platforms from Twitter to Instagram went into absolute meltdown. Hashtags like Shilo to Dallas, Prime Legacy, and Cowboys Shock flooded the trending sections. Analysts, fans, former players, everyone had an opinion, and nobody could ignore what just happened. But let's back this up a second, because this isn't just about a player signing a contract. This is about legacy, family, drama, redemption, pressure, and the audacity of America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, to roll the dice in a way that only they can. Shilo Sanders, a defensive back who has spent the last few years carving out his own name in college football, most recently under the intense spotlight at Colorado playing for his father, now finds himself with the most polarizing, heavily scrutinized, and media-dominant franchise in all of professional sports. For context, Shilo's college career was a roller coaster, flashes of brilliance, hard hits, pick sixes, high-level energy, but also injuries, inconsistency, and a lingering shadow of not just playing under his dad, but trying to define who he is outside of that legacy. Unlike his brother Shedeur, who has been hyped as a potential franchise quarterback, Shilo's journey has been far murkier, and that's before we even touch the legal and financial chaos he's been entangled in over the past 2 years. Let's not sugarcoat it, this man has been at the center of controversy, with ongoing bankruptcy filings, allegations of assault from years ago, and major questions around his personal financial management. Earlier this year, headlines exploded when it was revealed that Shilo had filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in an effort to eliminate nearly $12 million in debt from a 2015 legal judgment stemming from an altercation with a high school security guard. That news alone had many NFL scouts backing off, unsure of what kind of baggage would come with a potential draft or free agent signing. Add to that the fact that reports emerged detailing missed car payments on a $135,000 Mercedes-Benz, leading to repossession actions and a separate legal claim that he had defaulted on thousands of dollars, and you start to realize just how bold the Cowboys' move really is. But that's exactly what makes this so incredibly Dallas. The Cowboys aren't afraid of the spotlight. In fact, they create the spotlight. They are the spotlight. And now they've brought in the son of one of their most iconic former players, a player who helped deliver them glory in the 90s, who made the 21 jersey famous, and who now is one of the most polarizing, charismatic figures in college football as head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. And now, suddenly, the Sanders legacy returns to the very franchise where it became immortal. Let's be honest, though, this signing is not just about football. This is about marketing. This is about brand value. This is about ticket sales, merchandise, attention, buzz, legacy, and media control. From Jerry Jones' perspective, bringing in Shilo is a win-win. If he performs well, the Cowboys look like geniuses who saw value where others saw risk. If he doesn't pan out, they still win in terms of media coverage and legacy branding. But that doesn't mean Shilo gets a free pass. No, not even close. The spotlight on this young man is going to be hotter than it has ever been in his life. Every misstep, every missed tackle, every penalty, every interview, it will all be dissected under a microscope. Playing for the Cowboys is not for the weak-hearted. This is the NFL's biggest stage, and Shilo is walking into a locker room full of seasoned veterans, hungry young dogs, and coaches who know that jobs are on the line every single Sunday. If he wants to survive, let alone thrive, he has to prove that he belongs on merit, not just bloodline. But here's the twist: Shilo knows that. This kid has been in the spotlight since he was a toddler. He's used to the pressure. He's used to doubters. And according to sources close to the situation, he's treating this opportunity like the one shot to completely rewrite his narrative, to step out of Deion's shadow, to clear his name, to show he's more than a headline. From a football standpoint, Shilo brings hard-hitting energy and a fearless attitude. He's not the biggest or fastest safety, but he's instinctive, aggressive, and physical traits that could earn him immediate reps on special teams and nickel packages if he shows out in camp. He's also known for his vocal leadership, though some view that as cocky, others see it as passion. The Cowboys' defensive backfield is deep but still searching for identity after losing key veterans in recent years, and if Shilo can make noise early in camp, don't be surprised if he earns a real look for rotational snaps. And now let's not forget what this means for the Sanders brand overall. We've got Deion in college football, Shedeur possibly heading to the NFL next year, and now Shilo in the pros with one of the league's most watched franchises. You don't need a PR degree to see what's happening here. This is a media dynasty in the making. Some are already speculating that this move could pave the way for Shedeur to land in Dallas as well, especially if the Cowboys' quarterback situation gets murky after next season. And further still, the wild rumors, and I mean wild, about Deion himself potentially coaching in the NFL someday? Well, they just got a little bit louder, didn't they? Because now you've got one son in the building, another on the way, and a potential cultural storm brewing that would make even the biggest sports documentaries drool. But back to reality, what happens now? Shilo will have to fight for every inch on that depth chart. He'll have to win over coaches, teammates, and perhaps most importantly, fans who are incredibly vocal, loyal, and let's be honest, brutal when it comes to expectations. The first bad coverage angle or missed tackle will have Cowboys Twitter up in flames. The first big play? It'll be a media frenzy. This is a roller coaster that's just starting, and nobody knows how it ends. But one thing is for sure, this move has already changed the narrative for the Cowboys offseason. While most teams were quietly making depth signings, Dallas just dropped a media bomb. And true to their reputation, they didn't just sign a player, they signed a storyline. They signed a headline. They signed the next chapter in a saga that now spans generations. So what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Is this a bold, strategic gamble that could pay off big? Or is it a desperate PR stunt wrapped in nostalgia? Does Shilo have what it takes to silence the noise, lock down a roster spot, and build his own legacy in the NFL? Or will the weight of expectations, media pressure, and past controversies prove too much to overcome? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments and be real with it. I want to hear from you. And if you're as fired up about this season as I am, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because I'm going to be tracking every single update on Shilo's journey, from rookie reps to preseason showdowns, and everything in between. This is the kind of story that defines an era, and we're here to cover it every step of the way. So stay tuned, buckle up, and welcome to the primetime sequel, only this time, it's starring Shilo in the Lone Star spotlight. Let's see if he's ready to shine.